So perfect, didn't you know? I bared my teeth in a cheesy grin. I remember when people envy us in school, you know. We were that annoying couple that was always getting caught macking all over campus and disgusting everyone. But if they only knew, right? There was a brief moment of reticent reminiscing before she spoke again. So, what happened at Robbie's house? You were highly intoxicated. No need to apologize, I interrupted. No, actually I wasn't. I was very aware of my actions, and yet I can't help but to want more. Her stare intensified. I took in a deep breath. Nikki, as bad as I want to, I'm afraid of not having enough strength to stop. Are you involved with someone else? She paused. Tiffany, perhaps? No. And how do you even know about her? I have my resources, and by the expression on your face, some truth lies behind the allegations that were lent to my ear. I just don't see why it matters, Nikki. She charged towards me, planting her hands onto my thighs, looking me dead in the eyes. Because I'm dying to know what tricks that little pretty brunette is using to keep your dick soft and undesired. I clenched my jaw, holding an unwavering gaze, while keeping my expression miles from defeat. Lifting a leg, I knocked her in the back of the knee, forcing her to lose balance. Sticking out my hand, I immediately grabbed her by the throat, taking my other hand to the back of her hair. Detained on her knees just how I liked her, presented in submissive vulnerability. Giving her esophagus a gentle squeeze, I moved to quickly remind her as I pulled her face into mine. Don't be mistaken, baby. I lowered my tone. We both know just how hard this cock of mine gets while it's inside of you. Then stop being a little bitch and do something about it, she said through her teeth. I released her with an arrogant shove. Without any hesitation, Nikki gasped, coming back at me, getting a handful of my equipment. I forced myself to swallow, watching her tongue run along the front of my jeans. I instantly became rock solid beneath her gesture. Her face formed satisfaction as she undid my belt, revealing my length. Nose to abdomen, balls to the chin, she took all of me in. I loved when Nikki sucked me off simply for the fact that she never pulled away until after I got my release. Having been so long, I nearly forgot just how good it felt as she laid me out on the concrete floor, barely taking in air with each thrust. By the peak of my climax, I slammed Nikki's head down, watching my entire 8 inches disappear while her throat expanded. Constricted around me, I grunted while she maneuvered her tongue against the underside of my shaft. On the verge of coming, she pulled all but the tip out, letting me watch my ejaculation pop onto her palate. My release only gained, taking in the devious expression that was held in her eyes. I yanked my belt, turning her over, forcefully placing her hands onto the metal railing as I bound them together above her head. While on her knees, I yanked her shorts down, giving a nice smack to her ass while watching it redden. Letting out short breaths, comforted by moans, Nikki begged me to insert. The beast in me only fed off the